The Stann Creek District is home to many of Belize's export industries such as citrus, banana, and aquaculture, which contribute significantly to Belize's gross domestic product. The Honorable Tracy Panton, along with a delegation from the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Commerce, members from the Belize Bureau of Standards, and the Investment Policy and Compliance Unit, conducted site tours of several agro-processing companies in the Stann Creek District during this month. While at the sites, the delegation was taken on tours of the facilities and discussed with exporters and investors any challenges that they face in doing business in Belize.
It's easy for us to sit in the office, but when you come out, you have a whole different perspective as to the level of investments that are going on. The purpose of the tours is for us as a ministry, including Beltrade, to meet with our clients who are part of the government's incentive regimes, to understand what unique issues or challenges they may be facing, members of the productive sector, but also to look for opportunities where we can help them to access new markets for Belizean-made products.
One of those products is shrimp. Exports in this industry have significantly declined since 2014 from an $88 million earner to now just a little over $5 million. This decline was largely due to disease. But as we learned on the tour of Aquatech Shrimp Farm, located off the Southern Highway, investors in this industry have been working with partners locally and abroad on new techniques to develop their investment.
When we came into Belize, when we were trying to buy this farm about 2 years back, the whole industry was almost not producing anything. But we understand, looking at things across the world, in any livestock industry, you always have a cycle of something new coming up, but you always find solutions to bring back that industry back. The advantages we saw that we could bring onto the table in growing shrimp, one is with our network across the globe where people have gone through different diseases but have found solutions to do it. So we were able to bring in that expertise from outside of the country who could help do things differently.
We are continuously bringing the new technology that will change the complete post-larval industry in this region. So the world-class, the hatchery we are expanding into, that will definitely contribute more and more into the expansion of the production into Belize.
The need for policies to assist production. That was one of the main topics discussed by the shrimp producers. Consultant David Kawahigashi said that continued collaboration between government and the production sector is needed, particularly for support in the areas of importing production materials, genetic stocks, and marketing in the industry.
Trying to streamline the process of importation of products because Belize, the shrimp industry in Belize is not developed where you can just go to the store and buy a lot of equipment or materials that you need. The other is to assist with the importation of genetic stocks that would function better than the local stocks here, that would help to improve their productivity. I think because in Belize we have a higher cost of production than other countries when it comes to labor, electricity, just cost of supplies, things like that. If we can find specialty markets to target our Belize shrimp to gain a higher value, that would help the farmers as well.
Minister Panton affirmed that the government is developing policies to assist these companies. Currently under review is an investment policy and strategy, and just this week, the ministry launched the new national trade policy, which looks at the critical areas for each sector.
My ideal situation would to see that all the products that we import into the country, that there would be a local substitute, so we can reduce the levels of imports, buy more at home, produce more at home, and increase our export levels.
Although there is a lot to be done, the producers have acknowledged the input thus far from the government.
The government is very cooperative, and we've seen it's a continuous improvement, and then the industry is reviving from the disease. And I think it's a good path forward for us to go, and government is very phenomenal in helping us through that whole process.
With the support of government, the Ministry of Trade, Ministry of Agriculture, especially Baja, We are always been able to stay up front with the new technology. And
I think the combination of these new techniques and collaboration with the government should enable the country to produce even better, even more, and to be competitive in the global market.
Honorable Panton said that she is amazed by the level of input she saw by the different companies while on the tours.
There's a great sense of pride that we get from these workers, but also knowing that we have the capacity to punch above our weight as a small country. We know that food supply is going to be one of the biggest challenges in the future, and we have a unique opportunity here in Belize to be able to fill that gap. And so all that we can do to continue to support the productive sector is absolutely important, and to create that environment for these investments to have a return on their investment and to expand the product base.
The Ministry of Investment, Trade and Commerce is committed to sustaining economic growth and enhancing the quality of life through people and enterprise. For Belize Now, I'm Miriam Longsworth.